Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. This is Carmen with Elemental Designs, shop owner of HappyDayCrafts.com, and I'm here to share with you guys how I went ahead and finished altering the CBJs that we started to work on yesterday during June's release of the new chipboard designs. I tested out yesterday some new products by Zeth Apter as well as Dina Wakely, as well as my very first time trying and testing the Finnabair waxes. So definitely make sure that you check that out because I'm going to give you my impressions, my true reactions, and you'll get to see basically how I work with them. And I get a lot of questions from everybody that was in the chat, so I kind of do some demoing based on some of their questions. So definitely go ahead and check that out if you are interested. And so I released some new designs yesterday. One of those designs was Defire. She is the very first pixie that has been added to HappyDayCrafts.com. There will be many, many more to come. But this is the first, my first pixie design. And I thought, what a wonderful way to kind of use this and play with this and just see the different ways that I can go about this by adding her to the cover. So that's what we did. And she comes in a set of 4, but I only used 3 for this journal. And basically, this is what we did yesterday. The only thing that I did go ahead and do more of, I added some shadowing here around the fire. And I kind of went around the cobblestones. And I will tell you guys that the Zeth Apter ink, you can kind of move it with an alcohol. So yesterday, my hands were blue. Literally all day, no matter how much I scrubbed it. I literally had to spend like 45 minutes in the shower just to get the blue off of my hands. So what I'm going to give you guys a quick little tidbit for the Zeth Apter sprays. They're amazing and they're highly, highly pigmented, like highly, highly pigmented. Okay, you guys? And they have such a nice and even flow of spray. I really, really like it. I love the coverage and I love the vibrancy of the inks, of the dye-based ink. But the one thing is that it is a dye-based ink. So if you're going to be working with this and you plan on sticking your fingers into your art like I tend to, then you're going to stain your hands. So memo to self is that if you're going to be working with these inks and you plan to touch your projects, then use gloves because you're going to stain your hand and it's going to be there for a little bit. And if you're going to use a whole bunch of different colors, I have no idea what your hands are going to look like by the time that you're done. So just keep that in mind that these are dye-based ink. These are the inks by Zeth Apter, by Aladine or Aladine. I'm not sure how you pronounce that properly. And I did kind of realize that it is an international store. So a lot of the names of the inks, I believe that they're in France. So yeah, it's made in France. So a lot of the names are going to be in French, which might not necessarily be the easiest for us Americans to pronounce. But just be aware of that. But this, I'm telling you, the quality is amazing. It sprays so nicely. And he has, I have the regular one, and I also believe I have some that are more pearlized and have more of a, like a shimmer or like a metallic look to them. And they're all part of the same, collection, I believe. So just wanted to touch base on that real quick. So I did kind of go into this and just kind of add, like I said, some black acrylic paint. What I did was water down some acrylic paints and just with a little brush kind of go in there. And then with my blending brush, I kind of just blended it out. Because I didn't want it to be too harsh. I didn't want the black to kind of take over. I wanted it to kind of fade out. I wanted the colors and I wanted the fire to be like the most visible thing on here. Okay, so with her, what I did is, as you guys saw me yesterday, I started kind of applying the wax to her, and this is the Finnabair wax that I'm talking about. I started kind of applying that to her, but I wasn't really too satisfied with the way that she was looking because I wanted her hair to be kind of red and fiery, and that's also something that a lot of people in the chat wanted to see, so I was like, yeah, I definitely got to get that, you know, fiery somehow. So what I did is, since I recently reconstituted a lot of my waxes, I was able to bring this red one back to life. And I only had a little bit in here. And after I reconstituted it, oh my God, it just kind of like, it became so much. So you guys can see, if you've been here long enough, then you've probably seen this one before. I've had this for over a year. And you can see just how juicy it is now. I've had this for over a year. I'm going to say maybe like going on 2 years. And it used to get really, really super dry, like hard, like really, really dry. And I just recently discovered a new way of reconstituting them, and I think you guys are going to love it. So make sure that you are tuned in for that. If you own any of these waxes or any other waxes that come in a jar, okay? I don't necessarily think that my hack is going to apply so much to the Finnabair waxes, but if you have had those that have dried, I don't know, I don't think that they're known for drying at all. But if you have had any of those waxes that have dried out on you, then you might want to test out my hack and see if that'll help you. So stay tuned for that. So what I did is that I used this Radiant Red, was a metallic luster by Deco Art, and I did go into this and add all of that red in there because the red that I got from the Prima waxes was more of a mauve. It wasn't really like a true red. I think it's supposed to be kind of like vintagey and rustic. I mean, it's called rustic red, so it's supposed to be like vintagey, kind of like a color, but it's not a true red, and so it didn't really work to my purposes. But this one definitely did. So what I did is that I went in with a layer of this, and I also went in with a layer of, where are they? Where is it? Where is it? And I will say that this color right now is like my new favorite, and it's called Firebird. You guys can see my hands is already getting kind of blue just from touching it. I have to seal it, which is what I'm going to be doing today. I wanted to make sure that everything was set, and I'm going to seal it today. Once I seal it, then it'll be fine. And all I'm going to do to seal it is I'm going to add a couple of, maybe a coat or two of Deco, well, this is by Deco Art, but basically of Decoupage or a sealing kind of glue. And that's basically how I'm going to seal the whole thing. I'm going to take my inserts out and just seal both sides so that I no longer get that. So just a memo to self, again, if you're using some of these dyes, some of the ink-based dyes, and you might still get residue of that even after, because my hands were clean when I got here. Now they're blue again. No. Anyway, Lord have mercy. So I used this it's called Firebird, and it's an absolutely beautiful color. I will say that it's really, really pretty. So I mixed that with that, and then I just added in some of the little cracks. I added some of the bronze just to add more of a yellowish, you know, kind of like a fire kind of thing. And I really like how it came out. I think it came out super cool. It's very shiny and glossy because the metallic waxes are like that. And plus, everywhere that I stenciled with this texture paint, because that's what it is. It's a dimensional acrylic paint. It's absolutely yumminess. It's amazing, and they come in different colors. Okay, so if you haven't seen those, if you haven't checked them out, look for that. You can totally use it like a modeling paste, which is what I see and what I demo in my video yesterday. So make sure you check that out. And you can see how beautiful all of the impressions came out using that paste. Very crisp lines. I really didn't get too many smudged areas from the stencil, so it came out really, really nice. And you can totally see like all of the stenciling and all of the design. And it gives you enough depth that when you add like sprays or other mediums and stuff like that to create like splatters and other things, or to have the paint or the ink kind of running all over the place, it definitely does that. So I'm really proud of how the journal came out. I love it, and I cannot wait to work on it. I almost don't want to touch it, but I have to. Okay, so that's the outside, and then this is the inside. And again, I shared some pictures on my social media as far as Facebook and Instagram, and also on my community post. But I know sometimes the pictures don't necessarily do it justice. And so I wanted to come into a quick little video and just share with you guys what I did. So basically, I dry brushed, and just by using the sides of the brush, by just using the side of the brush kind of really flat, I just kind of brought some black into the whole thing, like so. After, you know, whatever paint was left over from me doing my sides, and that's kind of like what I did. I just kind of scuffed it up, and I think it added a really nice touch to it with the black in there. Also, you can see how I used the other Defier chipboard design, and for her what I did is basically I painted her black, and I used the chalkboard paint to paint her black, so I didn't have to gesso it and then do that. You guys know that sometimes I do that little cheat and I use chalkboard paint in substitution for gesso. And then I wanted to try out this product that I received from Martina, who is the owner of My Rusty Crown. Check out that store. She has a lot of amazing products at a phenomenal price, you guys. I'm telling you, some of her prices are some of the cheapest that I've seen like online and just about anywhere that I have been to. So before you check any other store when it comes to buying paints, you know, all different types of like, you know, graphic 45s and all different types of stuff like that that we tend to use for like our creations, definitely go and check her out. Like I said, she always has amazing prices on the products, and she tends to be really on point with putting them out as soon as they are available. So she sent this to me. This is Eye Zinc Diamond, and it's a paint. It's a glitter paint, and oh my God, you guys, this is so yummy. I have to get more. It's got like fine glitter everywhere, but what's awesome about it is like it's just so highly concentrated with the glitter. Like you can see, let me see if I can, like the whole thing just shines of yumminess. And she's got glitter from head to toe. And then what I did is to incorporate this, I also use this one right here by Deco Art, which is the Galaxy Glitter, and it's called Pink Cosmos. This is absolutely yummy as well. There's so many different glitter chunks on it. And so I used those two products to basically just give it I just basically just spread it out everywhere. And I just love the way that it came out. I think she looks super cool. And then I had some chipboard piece paint left over yesterday from, you know, utilizing it for my scrap from where I was, you know, dabbing and painting. And since I don't like to just waste stuff, I decided that it would be a good idea to kind of incorporate a pocket into this. Now, my issue was that obviously because of the way that she's designed, I couldn't necessarily just put her anywhere. So I had to like figure out exactly where I wanted to put her. So I thought it would be super cool to add her here on top of this little makeshift pocket because it kind of makes her look like she's in flight. So we have the two here, and then we have the one on the inside, and I thought that came out super cool. And I just love the texture. I mean, I love the texture, you guys. If you haven't tested out my, or checked out my stencils, definitely go and check them out. Again, I'm going to have a new release for stencils in approximately 2 weeks from today, so just be aware of that. And I'm working on, you know, I'm fairly new to the whole story thing, so I'm trying to figure out like how to do the newsletters and how to like promote the new products automatically so that you guys, as soon as I add something, you guys automatically are aware, for those of you that end up signing up to the newsletter. But I have to figure that out. I don't necessarily know how to do that part of it yet, but I'll be getting there. I'm trying to figure it out now. I will also, just a quick little reminder, I'm holding monthly giveaways for the shop, happydaycrafts.com, as a thank you for your patronage, as a thank you for your support, not only here on YouTube, but as well as, you know, obviously with the store and everything else. And I want to say thank you. So I'm doing a monthly kind of giveaway where I'm going to be giving away a $20 kind of like gift certificate, which is something that I'm working out. I'm trying to figure out right now how to do as well. But it's going to be like a $20 monthly gift certificate. For the month of May, I'm going to be doing a redraw for that because the person that won was, you know, out of the country. So I can't really do international shipping at this point in time. Hopefully, somewhere down the line, I definitely will be. So if you are an international, I want you to be discouraged and think, oh man, I'm never going to be able to win anything from here. And I don't necessarily ship at this point in time internationally as well because I don't know how the shipping mechanisms work for that. So I'm trying to figure that out so that I can make that option available to all of my international shoppers that have asked me about that. So just bear with me, you guys. I'm trying to get all of those things kind of situated, and it's going to take me a little bit of time just to figure everything out. So I'm going to be doing the $20 giveaway. $20 gets you quite a lot actually in my shop. If you guys go and visit, you're going to see that the prices are actually really reasonable, because I want to encourage you. I don't want you guys to think so much about, you know, oh my God, this costs X amount of dollars. I want you guys to focus on, oh my God, I can't wait to create something with this. Like, that's the focus of the store, is to encourage you, to inspire you, to kind of motivate you and get that brain working in different ways that maybe it didn't, you know, it was kind of stuck at, or it didn't necessarily see. So I'm trying to, you know, as I find myself inspired, also bring that inspiration upon you as well. So I have all different kinds of things there. Definitely make sure that you check that out. And so, yes, you guys, this is how it came out. I think it came out absolutely gorgeous. I'm super excited, and I want to do more. And I was actually thinking yesterday, I was like, it would be super cool if I can just like make jackets for the journals and sell the jackets on their own. So let me know if that's something that you would like to see, if that's something that you would be interested in. I would love to hear your comments down below. As always, and as a new shop owner, you know, your feedback is extremely important to me. when it comes to the designs and things of that nature. I would love to know what you would love to see. You know, I want to be able to create all different types of things, obviously in my style, but definitely something that will inspire you as well. So very eager to hear you guys' comments and what you guys think. So make sure that, you know, you let me know down below. And again, if you're wanting or needing something that's more custom, something that's not necessarily available directly through the store, but you would like for me to see if I can help you, hit me up and we'll discuss that. That's not a problem. And we can take it from there. All right, you guys. So with that being said, I want to thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope that you found it as beautiful as I did. I absolutely love it. And I think it's so, so, so inspirational. And I'm so like ready to kind of work in this bad boy. Also, if I didn't mention, there are going to be refills for the chipboards. So I'm going to be selling them in packs of 10 the same way that they come in the book so that they fit perfectly in your book. And I'm going to be selling those as well. So I just have to add that to the store in case you're interested in buying your journals, as well as a pack of refills. If you see that I haven't added it, then just make sure that you hit me up and let me know, like, hey, Carmen, where are the refills? And I'm like, oh, 1 second, I'll put it right now. Okay, so thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I will check you guys out on the next one. Don't forget, I do have a hack coming out on how to reconstitute your waxes. So make sure that you come and you check that out. Catch you on the next one. Bye.